Hello again, this is Doug, the 2 Minute Gardener. Well, Happy New Year to everybody out there. And now that January is upon us and you might be feeling the need to eat a little healthier, that New Year's resolution's going, I really need to lose some weight. I need to eat healthier. Well, one of the ways you can eat healthier is to actually grow some of this healthy food yourself. Herbs, vegetables, all kinds of fun things. Now, unless you live someplace where you have really great soil, you're going to probably want to have some kind of raised bed to grow those tomatoes and all those other fun things. There's lots of different options for doing a raised bed, as you've seen in some of my other videos. You can do a keystone bed, you can do a kit, a little raised bed like that, great for herbs, not so great for vegetables, or you can build a little vegetable box like these guys. Now, vegetable boxes are great because you get perfect soil. It's a little easier to tend your vegetables, and you can really control the soil and irrigation as well. It's also kind of nice if you have gophers. You can put some gopher mesh down and kind of keep the critters from getting into it so easily. So let's talk about some basic tips for building a vegetable box. Now, most vegetable boxes I recommend, if you're going to have everything in it, from cucumbers to tomatoes to all kinds of big things, you want about 20 inches of good soil before you hit the native soil down there. And so when you build these boxes, it's important that you build the foundations really well and you install these little footings, these 4x4s, and actually anchor them into a little bit of concrete so they don't buckle over time. So I always recommend 4x4s anchored into some concrete footings to really give it some good stability. Now, as far as the sides of the beds, those you can actually do with all kinds of things, wood, but I recommend using Trex, because Trex is going to hold up much, much longer. It is 3 times as expensive as wood, so if you're doing a really big bed, it's going to add up. But it really has a nice look to it, and it's not going to really weather that much. So this particular one we built with the Trex you see there. And now one more little thing I always like to recommend when you're doing these kind of Trex vegetable beds, actually put a little lip on it. So we put a lip on it just to make it easier for when you're tending the bed. You can actually put stuff on it, you can lean on it, it just makes it more comfortable when you have this little bed. And again, you just use the same Trex boards on the side and make a little edge. So once you've built the bed, the next important thing to do is make sure you have some good soil. So this mix is called a vegetable flower garden mix. It's actually from a local soils company. You can also get the Miracle Grow stuff, and that's really good too.
All right, so now that we've seen the vegetable bed all built, it's time to fill it up. So we've ordered about 10 yards of really good soil. This is veggie flower garden soil from Eastman Soils. It sells for about $58 a cubic yard, and it's really great, light, fluffy stuff. Perfect for vegetable gardens, really light and fluffy. It's great stuff. We're going to shove it all in there. Good stuff.
All right, now that you got the soil in there, it's time to irrigate it. So whenever we're installing a vegetable bed, I always recommend doing 2 sets of irrigation. The first is make sure there's a hose bib close, because when you plant something for the very first time, you want to be able to soak it really well immediately so you don't have transplant shock. But then you also want to have some nice irrigation that's automatic. I always recommend these drip irrigation. This is actually Netafin with 12-inch spacers. What's nice about this is that you can go on vacation and it'll keep being automatically irrigated. This Netafin's great in that it doesn't throw water all over the side. Really valuable for when you have a bed like this right up against the house. You want to make sure it's not throwing water on the side of the house or the fence or the walkway. So this Netafin will soak all these little areas really beautifully and automatically. These guys will drip out for about 20 minutes, give you a good soaking. You can really set it nicely to water wherever you go. So those are some cool little tips for installing and building a vegetable bed, a raised wooden vegetable bed, or in this case Trex. See my other videos for recommending on how to do the kits, as well as some of those keystone ones you saw in earlier videos. Well, that's all the time we have for today. This is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thanks for watching.